If you are anything like me and just think that the Cybertruck is the lamest flex in truck history, then you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Proud to have you along. We are FAFO Friday adjacent. I get so excited. I've already got 2 solid videos ready to go, vetted videos that won't get us nasty grams from YouTube. So I think we're going to be okay. The Cyber Wagon. I got to tell you, let me break this down for you. That everything is a flex in the hunting world. In the hunting world, and probably angling world as well. The outdoor world, there's a lot of flexing happening. And whether it's your camo, it's your gear, it's your firearm, it's your bow, it's your rod and reel, it's your bass boat, whatever it is, it's a flex. And let me tell you what I mean by this. I'll give you 2 examples. First example is a man buying a trailer, okay, a camper trailer. And that man is not thinking, I can guarantee you 100%, that man is not thinking, oh, what great times we're going to have together with wife and family, and oh, the memories we'll create together. That might be what he says to his wife to get the trailer, but that guy is thinking about rolling that thing into hunt camp and flexing, period. And once that's done, that's why the resale market's so big. Is once that's over, it's kind of like, oh man, it's kind of a pain to have these things. But man, ooh, I was the hero at camp. Remember that big storm? Oh, everybody's all huddled up in my camper trailer. Angling side too, same. I mean, it's exciting to be able to afford a $70,000-$80,000 glitter rocket bass boat, but you aren't thinking about catching more fish. You're not. You're not thinking about how easy this is going to be to get from one side of the lake to the other. No, you are thinking about your social media posts, and you are thinking about flexing on the dock. That's it. That is it. You are thinking about inviting your buddies over just so they can fish off your boat and tell you for hours that your boat is the coolest thing in the world and how envious they are that you have this boat. It's just it, guys, and I'm not ratting anybody out. But when it comes to trucks, it's the same thing. Trucks is the same thing. Like you see these guys with the big trucks and the lifted up trucks, things like that. They're not happy with their purchase. They're not thinking that, wow, I rule the road now. Oh, I'm so much safer. Oh, I can take this rock hopping. They're thinking, I want people to look at me. I want people to see my big truck. And that is a flex. When it comes to the truck world, the worst flex ever is the Cybertruck. As weird as Elon Musk is, and in all things Elon I trust, except the Cybertruck. If there's a vehicle that would describe that dude's personality, it's the Cybertruck. So it's not too far off. But it is the worst flex in the truck world. If you drive a Cybertruck, because that's the only reason, there's no other reason you would drive a Cybertruck but to flex. Be like, look what I can afford. Look what I have. It is hands down the ugliest vehicle I've seen. And I used to have an El Camino. It truly is the worst I've seen. And so I saw this video, and I've had it for a while. Actually, I had it the day before. I was going to play it the day after, but I didn't know that somebody blew a Cybertruck up in front of Trump Tower in Vegas. Like, oh, I guess I'm not going this Cybertruck bit. But here we go. This is it. Wait a second. Live viewer comments. Oh, why am I getting this from I don't know this. I'm so sick of these alerts that nobody's hearing me on a certain social media channel. Anyway, here we go. Check us out. Look at that. Look at that. It can go on dirt. Somebody filmed this and somebody posted this. Somebody really posted this. The Cybertruck can be on dirt. Look, guys, this Cybertruck can be. Look at how clean that thing is. And this is somewhere looking like Sedona E. and it's going to go up a hill. This is the flex, not towing capacity, storage capacity, how many grommets you can fit in there to take to camp, how many coolers you can put in the back. This thing can go on dirt, is the Cyber Flex. Oh, it's inching along. Oh, I gotta get up this hill. Get up. Gotta get up. Oh, Cybertruck. 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 That I'm not kidding you guys. This is a flex from a Cybertruck that you can go on dirt and go up a hill. Oh, 04 TJ's right. Nothing wrong with that, Jim. Oh, losing a little grip. Come on. Made it. Cybertruck. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know why. I don't know why the Cybertruck happened. I really don't. I'm upset about it. Hey, kids, today it's not FAFO Friday, but it's the same as movie day. Do you remember that when you were in school? And they bring in the reel-to-reel. Somebody's bringing it in from the AV room. Somebody's rolling in the video, the reel-to-reel. That's how old I am. But then it became, we got the TV with the VCR in it, and then the DVD player. And now that I'm sure they're just streaming or holograms or something. Hell, I haven't been to school in a minute. Wait, hold on a second. Brendan, hold on. Keep my 05 Flex Terra. I like that. Mm-hmm. With the rear locker lift in 33s. Yeah, does it have the first, like, I've never seen an automobile built around a first aid kit. Like, that was it. It's like the 4Runner with the little tiny ladder in the back. There was a local brewery that made a brew. It might have been Four Peaks, I don't know, but they were making fun of the 4Runner's little ladder in the back. I think the beer's called Tiny Little Ladder. Yeah. An AV card. Heck yeah, the AV card. If you have enough money, you can design anything you want and build it and play with it. I don't even think Elon drives one of those damn things. Anyway, we're going to the movies today. I want to play you something. And, of course, my video nonsensical program just decided to get a lot of videos together, like Cybertruck, all that stuff, do all that. And then just this one, it didn't want to do. So we're going to have to do some screen share. You know how much I love doing that. It's about the draw. And I want y'all to know this. If you don't know, the big game hunting in Arizona is based on a draw system. It's a lottery system. Every amount of months, different regs come out, and the opportunity to apply for a hunt for Arizona's Big Ten game animals. And, the elk and elk, deer, all of that. So you don't know. So here's the process and how it goes down. I go onto the portal. I pay my $13 to apply for a tag, a hunt tag. And I get to pick certain hunts in certain areas that I would like to. Here's my first choice, my second choice, my third choice, my fourth choice. And then I don't know. You just wait. And how you know you were drawn was your credit card gets hit with the cost of the tag. That's the only way you know. So you'll hear outdoorsmen in Arizona saying cards are getting hit today. Check your account. Cards are getting hit today. So it's just random. It's like, boom, just here it comes. Okay, you applied for it. You got it. Here's yours. Not a lot of people get drawn. I think 200,000 applicants for elk this year. It was absolutely absurd and wonderful. I mean, this is what we want. And then if you don't get drawn, you get a bonus point. So your $13 goes to buying essentially a bonus point, which gives you higher odds next year to get drawn. There's people with 30 bison tag points. Haven't been selected for a bison tag. So yeah, so the there is still something that you get. but you're still not hunting. I did not get drawn, so I got a bonus point, and there's a loyalty point. Like every if you've 5 years in a row, you get an extra point. If you take hunter safety, you get an extra point. The more points you have, the higher odds you have of getting drawn. And it used to be back in the day where they put all applicants in a big hopper, and they did this spending and spending and spending and spending thing. And it would pull it out, and you would say, here, Mike Russell, your 7 West Bowl. Here you go. And that erased all doubt of any kind of shenanigans. And then the shenanigan theorists jumped in when it all went online. So like, we can't see it now. How do we know Mike got drawn? How do we know Mike just didn't get a tag because he's got these shows he does? He MCs their events. How do we know that's not going on? It doesn't go on. But Game and Fish decided to put together a video on exactly how the draw works. And even if you're not applying in the draw, watch this. It's actually pretty fascinating. So we'll take a look at it, and I'm very proud of your Arizona Game and Fish department. There are no tag gnomes or draw gnomes, and so let's get to it, shall we? Here we are. Let's play her up. Share it. All right, here we go. Oh, look, the old logo, the Go Show. Oh, look at
that. So you want to hunt big game in Arizona. First, you need a valid hunting license. Then you need to apply for a hunt permit tag. Then you have to win the lottery. Well, sort of.
To hunt big game in Arizona, most of our hunts are a limited draw, and so you have to submit an application to be drawn for that particular tag.
Amber Munich, the big game management supervisor for Game and Fish, is here to help us navigate the draw process, which can be tricky at times.
Our draw is complex in Arizona, but it's because we have a limited resource and high demand for those limited resources. And so in order to make it fair for everybody to draw a tag at some point, we've put these restrictions on how the draw operates.
Now, before we get into how the draw works, let's start with the basics, like the hunt permit tag. You need one of these for most of Arizona's big game hunts. There are dozens of hunts to choose from, organized by species, weapon type, hunting area, and characteristics that make an animal legal to harvest. Now, the odds of drawing a tag vary from hunt to hunt.
If you're applying for our deer hunts on the Arizona Strip, which are units 13A and 13B, the odds are much less than 1%.
It comes down to supply and demand, how many tags are available, and how many hunters apply for those tags.
If you choose hunts that are not as high demand, then those draw odds improve. And of course, if you're looking for something like antlerless elk, then you have a pretty good chance, oftentimes a 50% chance at drawing those tags.
Each hunt in Arizona is assigned a unique number to use when applying for a tag. On your application, you may select up to 5 hunt numbers in order of preference. Then, after you submit a properly completed application on time and with the required payment, you are entered in the draw. Your application will be assigned a computer-generated random number. It's the lowest numbers that get the first shot at a tag.
Sound effects are fantastic.
And you get extra chances to be issued a low random number if you have bonus points.
As you apply for a hunt and you're unsuccessful in drawing a tag, you get awarded a bonus point.
Woohoo!
So every time you're unsuccessful for that species, you start to accumulate bonus points. And the bonus points give you extra chances of getting low random numbers in the draw, which improves your odds of drawing that tag.
Your bonus points accrue over time until you're finally drawn for a hunt.
You can also get a bonus point if you complete Arizona's hunter education course. And that's a permanent bonus point. It applies to all species. The other way is if you have applied for a species for 5 consecutive years, you're issued what's called a loyalty bonus point.
Woohoo!
That point isn't cumulative, it's either present or absent. So if you end up missing a year, it goes away.
You may also use the hunt application to basically buy a bonus point instead of entering the draw. Now that we're familiar with permit tags, hunt numbers, and bonus points, let's take a look at how Arizona's big game draw process works.
Our draw has 3 different passes to it, or phases to the draw. The first pass is what we call our 20% bonus point pass.
This first phase of the draw awards 20% of all available tags to applicants with the highest number of bonus points.
Yeah, see? That's a fair.
Let's use elk for an example.
Yeah.
If there are 100 total tags that we're issuing for a hunt number,
Okay.
20 of those will be issued during the bonus pass of our draw.
Okay.
Let's say there are 22 maximum points for elk. We pull up all applications with 22 points. Each of those applications is issued a random number. The lowest random number is the one that comes up first. That application gets their first choice. We go to the next lowest random number and look at their first choice. If a tag is available, they get that choice.
What?
If there's not a tag available, we look automatically at their second choice.
See, that's how this works.
If there's a tag available there, they receive it. If not, their whole application goes back in the pool for the next phase of our draw. And we go through each application this way until we've gone through everybody who has 22 bonus points. If we haven't issued the entire 20% of those tags in this bonus pass, then we drop down to the next number, which is 21. We do the same thing, looking
Dang.
at their first choice, looking at their second choice. Then we'll drop down to the next lowest number and the next lowest until we've issued the entire 20% in this pass. Once that 20% is
Hold on. I don't want to paint over this real quick. I really do not want to paint over this. Do you understand what 22 bonus points is? That means, let's say you have the loyalty and let's say you have the hunter's ed. So that's 20 years. You understand this? 20 years that you had to put in and not get drawn to actually get drawn on this first pass. 20 years.
gone, then we go into the
Años.
second phase of our draw. This is where it becomes truly a random draw, more of a lottery. We're issuing the remaining 80% of the tags here. You get a random number for your application, and you get a random number for each bonus point that you have. So if I have 10 bonus points, I'm getting 11 random numbers, one for my application and one for each bonus point.
Mm-hmm.
We look at an application's first choice, issue the tag if it's available. If it's not, then we automatically look at the second choice. If neither choice is available, which means that all tags for that hunt have been issued, that application goes back in the bucket for the third pass of our draw, which is where we look at the third, fourth, and fifth choice on a hunt application.
Dang. That's the desperation throws right there. That's the Hail Marys.
So that's Arizona's big game draw
There you go, just like
process. It's the same for non-Arizona residents, except non-residents are limited to no more than 10%
Oh, there's
of
the conspiracy
all
right
available
there.
big game tags. The 10% cap pertains to each individual hunt for most species except bighorn sheep and bison, where the cap is applied to all hunts combined.
Job,
And
Cap.
that's because there's so few tags offered for bighorn sheep and buffalo in the state. Again, I do want to emphasize that the tags for non-residents aren't guaranteed. It's just up to 10%.
And only half of that 10% may be issued in the first phase of the draw.
So in a hunt that has 100 tags, 10 of them are available to non-residents to be drawn. 5 of the 10 can be issued in the bonus pass of our draw. So that's where we look at max bonus points. And the remaining 5 may be issued in the second phase of our draw.
I think this is the most
Arizona's
important
big
part
game
of it.
draw is designed to give everyone a chance.
Remember
to
this
enjoy
guy's
the
voice.
thrill and the privilege of hunting the state's big game species.
Might be
Good
familiar
luck
to you.
next time you put in for the draw.
Yay, game and fish. Oh, big music. Big, big music. That is that guy's voice, by the way. It depends on how far you go back here in the valley. If you remember Y95, the radio station, and you remember the Morning Zoo, do you remember who was on there? Very famous name, but not in music radio. Glenn Beck was part of the Morning Zoo, and that man was one of their kind of sidekick producer guys. Yeah, not a conservative like Glenn Beck, but a damn good dude. All right, so anyway, what's important there, and a lot of people, oh yeah, that's why you don't get a tag, because out-of-state tags are so much more expensive. So as Game and Fish is selling out for the money, selling out their own citizens for the money, taking those out-of-staters. I don't want them. I want all the out-of-staters, as many as you can. If there's an out-of-stater that is paying more as a non-resident just to apply for a tag and doing that for 20 straight years, give the dude a tag straight to the front of the line with you. And they say that the five, let's see, so 10% of those can be out-of-state tags. Understand what somebody does that comes to Arizona to hunt from out of state. They're spending cheddar. They're spending money. That's important. They're adding to our economy. They're going to the micro brews. I see Saddle Mountain Brewing Company join us on Instagram. They're going to Saddle Mountain. They're going to the hotels. They're going to the bars. They're adding to our economy. They're buying gas here. They're buying snacks here. They are so important to our economy. I'll say it in my German tongue. Quit you bitching. Seriously. No, there's no conspiracy that gives tags to out-of-staters. I have, and I tell the story all the time because it really drove home that there is no conspiracy here when it comes to tags. This is what drove it home. I was standing in between the director. That's the boss. It's the governor, the commission, and the director. And between the director and the deputy director. And they asked me if I got drawn. I said, yes. Both of them said they did not. I'm like, how the hell are you the boss and you don't get a tag? Just a tag. Give me one. Nope. Sorry. Can't have it. It's no shenanigans here. There's no shenanigans involved here. And again, if there's a little bit of a skew to out-of-staters, bring it. Cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that kind of money coming to Arizona. I am. People that hunt in adjacent states probably more affluent, spend a little bit more. And y'all know when you're on a vacation, you're on a hunt, you spend way too much damn money. But the draw is a necessary evil of our conservation here in Arizona, and especially when it comes to elk. They used elk because that's the most prominent species to hunt for here in Arizona, or to apply for. We didn't have elk here in Arizona. I believe we borrowed like 36 elk from Nevada, and they bust those bad boys in here. And then your Arizona Game and Fish Department conserved those elk so much and did such a great job that we now not have a elk season. We have multiple elk seasons. We're one of the premier destinations for elk hunting, as evidenced by Jimmy John. Yeah, that guy paying $750,000 for one tag because we're one of the premier spots for elk hunting. And we didn't have elk here. With none, zero. And I know, Brendan, you asked about this. If you're still around, buddy, yes, we do have turkey in AZ. There's a turkey season. That's one of our Big 10 game species here in Arizona. Yes, we do. And anyway, this was the first time. And I just talked to Steve from Arizona Elk Society. I'm like, dude, okay, again, you go to those conspiracy theories. Like, you're the head of Arizona Elk Society. You should get a tag. He doesn't get drawn, but he got drawn this year. He is the only person I talked to that actually got drawn. And usually it's, we don't, we didn't get drawn. We didn't. Oh, I did. Oh, my buddy did. My brother did. My uncle did. My aunt did. Whatever it is. And that's the normalcy of it this year. And I'm going to keep banging this into a microphone is a lot of that has to do with our feral horse problem in the state of Arizona that cannot be fixed because there are I will say a certain demographic of our society that wanted nothing but a pony for their 16th, didn't get it. But just is in love with horses, so we can't fix the problem because that's where the money is in that group, that demographic that says you can't do anything with these horses. So those horses are crushing habitat, drinking all the water out of our tanks and our drinkers, and running elk and deer off. So there's less tags. It's the way it is. Yeah. Wait, what does it say? So much of the elk perpetually scare the heck out of me walking in a closet while I'm taking a whiz in the woods. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yes. I know what you said, buddy. I got you. Not walking in your closet. Yeah, just oh, you're closing. All right, guys. That's how you, so when everybody says, oh, I didn't get drawn this year, but this, let me tell you, so just send them over to my YouTube channel, and they can scroll down. It's one of our most popular videos. You can see it anytime you want. You can explain it to them, or at least have Game and Fish explain it to you. All right, guys, let's get going, get out of here. We got a great show coming up on ION, including Governor Katie Hobbs. So tune in. It's a good one.